What's up? This is Jat T. Jones, and this video is going to be like a cool, laid back, chill video where I'm just going to give you updates of what I've been up to the past 6 months to a year, where I keep disappearing, what I have in store for you for the new year, and also I'm going to talk a lot about performance and why guys are stuck and what you can do to start getting results in this new year. So yeah, the new year is around the corner. I'm shooting this. It's December 29th right now, the time that I'm shooting this. And yeah, the new year's coming, right? So a lot of emotions are coming up, right? We're thinking, wow, another year passed, right? Time's flying by. And then we look back and we're like, shit, like, I don't know. I thought I was going to accomplish this and that and get all these things done by now. And, you know, I didn't, right? But then on the other hand, we look at other areas of our lives, and we see that, okay, I accomplished this and that. And so it's an emotional time, right? I'll tell you right now that the past year for me, um, one of the, I mean, I think it's been amazing for the simple fact that I've started a relationship with my dream girl. Last year, it's been just over a year. And I mean, that's the most valuable thing in the world to me, right? Being in a relationship with a woman, a quality woman who you're crazy about, right? I always tell guys, what would you rather? Would you rather be a multi-millionaire living in a mansion alone, or have your dream woman but be living in a tent? And so this is just a reminder. This isn't for me to look to say to you, oh, look, I got my life handled, and uh, it's not that. Okay, what I'm telling you is that I've focused the past 15 plus years on developing myself into the kind of man who will attract a quality woman, the kind of woman that I want to spend my life with, or the kind of caliber and quality of woman that I want to have intimate relationships with. So you need to understand that when I'm telling you something such as, wow, I met my dream girl and I'm really happy with her, I don't want you to take that as me saying, oh, look, I have this and you don't. I want the message, and my message to you all the time is that when you work hard for something, when you focus on something, when you are single-minded towards a specific goal that's important, eventually you will accomplish it. And the other message that I want to tell you is that I'm seeing sometimes in myself, I forget this, and in the world right now, is that we're in a world that's dominated by money, and everybody's running around frantic and scared, and we have this background anxiety and this kind of imaginary hand pushing us. We're always afraid of not having enough money, being broke, thinking about our security and our survival. And we put so much focus and energy into our jobs, our businesses, so much money and energy into going to university and college, and then ending up being in debt for the next 20 years to pay off your university and college funds. But all that energy, all that investment that you're spending, your time, your life, that you only get one life, and no amount of money can buy time. How much of that time and how much of your resources are you investing in getting the area of relationships, intimate relationships, handled? Because it's very important that you direct your focus towards the thing that's going to give you the biggest reward and the most fulfillment in the end. And the truth is, I don't care how handsome you are, how great of a six-pack nice body you have, or how big your bank account is, if you do not have women in your life, you ain't got shit. All right? And when I say you don't have women who genuinely love you and care about you, then you ain't got shit. So I'm looking out into the world, and guys are spending money on cars, they're spending money on big flat screen TVs, they're spending money on on all this shit, right? And time and focus, but then they're not spending their time, energy, and money on developing themselves to become the kind of man that will attract the caliber of women that he's dreaming, hoping that one day he will get. And so, starting this new year, it's very important that you get your priorities straight. The most important thing in your life is relationships, and then the memories that come from those relationships. It's the most important thing in your life. Everything else, when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to think about your favorite laptop or the newest iPhone or how you became, let's say, an engineer and became the CEO of the company. That's not going to matter. What's going to matter are those moments where you spent the time with those precious angels. When you were sitting there cuddling with this beautiful girl in a grass field under a tree. When you were, when you went and traveled through Europe with your girlfriend or your wife. When you had those intimate sexual experiences with the woman that you love. All right? The simple holding, when a woman holds your hands, caresses your face, just sits there, cuddles next to you because she wants to, because she loves you for you. That's priceless. And so how much time, energy, focus, and money are you directing towards that, towards becoming the man who attracts quality women so that you can experience the richness and the fulfillment of those relationships? Because that's what's important. How much time are you spending on your job? You know, it's laughable to me that people go into debt for 10, 20 years off of some education, on a university or college. I'm not saying anything's wrong, but a lot of people, they go through the education system, and then when they're out of school and out of university or college, they don't even end up in the profession that they studied for. And so they end up their whole lives paying back the debt for something that didn't even bring value into their lives. And so many people are spending their time, their money, their energy developing areas that do not bring back the rewards, the real rewards, what's really fulfilling. And what's really fulfilling is relationships and the memories you create from those relationships. On your deathbed, you're not going to remember all those times where you were alone, alone chilling in the park or alone playing PlayStation or alone. You're going to remember the people you loved, your friends, your family, your intimate partners. That's what you're going to remember. That's what fills you up in your heart, in your soul. So I'm here to remind you to reprioritize your life. If we all have an imaginary priority list that we live in accordance with in our lives. And a lot of men put their work before getting good with women, let's say. And so they spend 8, 10, 12 hours a day working, either at a job or at their business. And they do that 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, busting their ass, using up their life, using up their units of life. Every day is a unit. Every minute is a unit of life. You're spending units of life on that. And then in regards to women, they'll spend 1 day a week or less interacting with women, going out with women, talking to women, getting good with women, improving themselves, learning, studying, taking courses, getting coaching, whatever it takes. And then to me, it's so obvious what a stupid formula that is. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? You're spending all this time alone at work. You're single. You're not the kind of man that's attracting the kind of woman you want. You're hoping that one day she's going to drop out of the sky, drop into your lap. That's not the way it works. And so you're investing your time in a very bad way. It's a very dangerous way to live, is to think that, oh, I'm going to do this for a couple of years, and then once I get to this point, then I'll get this women thing handled. That's a stupid plan, bro. Straight up. Okay? Straight up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That's a stupid plan. Tomorrow you could get hit by a car. Tomorrow, maybe something in your family, one of your family members gets some kind of disease, and it'll alter the whole direction of your life, and all your savings are going to go to help that family member. Maybe, who knows what's going to happen? And here's the other funny thing. Let's say you're saying, okay, I'm going to work my ass off for a year. I'm not going to talk to women. I'm not going to practice with women. I'm not going to develop myself in that area. I'm going to get my finances ready first. Well, what's going to happen to you in that year? You're going to be miserable, right? You're not going to be social. And so you're not going to have a lifestyle, an attractive lifestyle. Having an attractive lifestyle, being the real deal, is necessary for you to attract women. If you think that you can not have an attractive lifestyle and then all of a sudden attract beautiful women, it's not the way it works, okay? Your lifestyle is like, the metaphor is like your house, okay? Your lifestyle is like your house. If you spent a year never cleaning up your house, never taking out the trash, never mowing the grass, never taking care of your house, so it's messy, it's fucking smelly, it's just neglected. And then all of a sudden, after a year, you're like, you meet a girl and you bring her into your house. You can't bring her into that house. It's messy, it's dirty, it's disgusting. It's the same thing with your lifestyle. If you neglect your lifestyle for a year because you're quote unquote focusing on personal development or quote unquote focusing on your business or work, well then, even if you do luck out and a girl does fall in your lap, well, when you bring her into your reality, there's nothing to bring her into because you've been working 10 hours a day. You come home, eat some boxed fucking microwave dinner or pizza, go the fuck to sleep, go back and do it again. You go out once a week to play poker with your buddies, and that's it. That's your life. So when you bring a quality woman in who's looking for a quality man who's going to contribute to her life and bring value to her life and make her feel good and happy, well, when she comes into your life and she sees that you don't have no lifestyle, she just go to work, you don't take care of your diet, you don't work out, there's nothing there, then she's going to be like, oh, there's this shit, there's nothing there, okay, sorry, bye. So it's a stupid plan. So you got to think about what you're doing and how you're living your life. 2017, it's coming, it's starting. Start it right. What are you going to give up this year? What are you going to give up in exchange for getting quality women in your life? Whether you're looking for one quality woman or if you're looking to have experiences with many quality women, many beautiful women. What are you going to give up in exchange for that? Because make no mistake, you have to give up something to get something. That's just the way it is. There's a great saying that I love. It says, you can have everything you want in life. You just can't have it all at once. So time is limited. Resources are limited. Your attention span is limited. Your energy is limited. So how are you going to prioritize your life and your daily activities in a way that you're going to make relationships the most important thing in your life and then put the other less important things underneath and then act accordingly? If you come to me and you say, Jad, I'm struggling with women, and then I say, how many days a week do you go out and interact with women? And then you say 0. And then I say, how many times a month do you talk to women? And you say, maybe once or twice. then I say, there's nothing for me to talk to you about. You need to go out and reprioritize and spend more time socializing, spend more time around women. The problem with guys is they do not use the same logic when they think about women that they use for all the other areas. It's the same logic, bro, carries across the board. Take basketball because it's my favorite sport. If you were on YouTube watching basketball videos all the time, reading basketball ebooks all the time because you want to get good at basketball, but you never go and fucking play basketball, do you really believe and expect that you're going to get good at basketball by talking about it, reading about it, watching videos about it? Sure, your mind's going to pick up things. Sure, you can visualize things and improve that way. But if you never go out and play, or if you play once a month, twice a month, for less than an hour, because most of these guys who are not talking to women, when they do talk to women, they talk to women for 5 minutes, 20 minutes tops. And so for a whole month, 30 days, you talk to a woman for a total of maybe 20 minutes. So 20 minutes a month, and you're expecting to get somewhere with women? 20 minutes a month, and you're expecting to attract a quality woman into your life? You got to use, it's not logical, but guys, the logic doesn't carry over for some reason. I don't understand it. But you need to wake up, snap yourself out of it. You want to understand how you get good with women? Try to compare it to sports, because most guys like sports. Try to compare it to sports. Larry Bird was one of the greatest basketball players ever. A more current example, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players. Michael Jordan, obviously. The common theme with all of these men, they were the first to practice and the last to leave. While other people were on vacation, they were practicing. A lot of people don't know this, but Michael Jordan practiced his motherfucking ass off. He just didn't talk about it. But he practiced. You want to get good with women? Get your head out of your ass and realize that you gotta fucking practice. You gotta fucking practice. If you're not showing up to the court every day, day by day, putting in your hours, putting in your work, putting in your sweat, blood, guts, and tears, and your fucking very soul out there consistently, you're not gonna be a star player. You're gonna be on the bench. And the way most guys are going, they're not even on the fucking bench. They're a spectator. So you cannot expect to get good with women if you do not go and practice. Go and this is where priorities come back. How much space have you created in your life to allow yourself to consistently go out there and interact with women? I don't care what age they are. I don't care if they're single or married. I don't care about the environment. Just females. When I coach guys and they're struggling and they're saying, I'm trying everything, and they get to the point where they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's not my destiny, and I ask them, how much time are you spending out there? How much space? That's the thing I ask them. How much space do you have carved out in your life which allows you to interact with women on a weekly basis? And without exception, all those guys do not have an adequate space carved out for them to go out and talk to women. Without exception. And then they make excuses about why they don't have time, why it's not a priority. Get your head out of your ass. I'm saying that in the most respectful, loving, brother-to-brother way I can. But that 2017, man, I'm going to be raw. Fuck this socially appropriate shit. I'm sick of seeing guys stuck. I'm sick of it. So I'm going to tell you what the fuck you need to hear. Because it's my duty. It's my mission. It's my purpose to help you. So I'm metaphorically grabbing you by the fucking collar and trying to shake you. Wake up, man. Get your priorities straight. Wake up, man. Get your fucking head straight. Wake up, man. Start being logical. Don't let your mind fool you into think you're doing something because you're watching a bunch of videos. You're not doing shit if you don't balance it out with practice, with effort, with showing up on the court and doing your fucking 1,000 free throws a day. So back to space. And the space and priorities are the same. If you're one of those guys that's going to come to me and say, Jad, I don't have time, and make a bunch of fucking excuses, then you don't really want it. You don't really want it. Or you're one of those guys who wants something for nothing. You're not willing to give up you're not willing to give up in order to get. Here's where you can know where your true values lie. Whether you value relationships or if you value, let's say, money. What do you value more? Where do you spend your time? Where do you spend your energy? Where do you spend your money? Are you spending money on business training? Are you spending money if you're a business owner? Are you spending thousands of dollars on business coaching and buying internet marketing courses, but then not spending any time talking to women? Well, then your priorities, whether you admit it or not, are money and achievement and not relationships. And you believe that money is going to make you happy and that when you get the money, magically the women are going to appear. It's bullshit. Bullshit. And while you're on the journey towards, subjugating what's really important, which is relationships, and you're moving towards something like money, what you're doing is you're getting further and further away from becoming the kind of man that's going to attract that woman. The kind of man that's going to attract a quality woman is a man who has an attractive lifestyle, who is social consistently. You cannot isolate yourself and then expect one day, poof, to meet a girl. A woman wants to meet you. She wants to see that you have a social circle, that you have a lifestyle, that you have to bring her into an attractive life. When you bring her in, this is my circle of friends. These are my hobbies. These are my passions. She comes into your house. You have cool things on the wall. You have your hobbies. This is your corner. You're an artist. You're a musician. You got your microphone set up. You're whatever. You have your guitar there in the corner. You got to be the real deal. You can't game your way into getting a quality woman, into becoming a man who consistently attracts beautiful, quality women into your life. And so I invite you this new year, this 2017, to kick some motherfucking ass and to get your head straight and know that the most fulfilling thing in your life, the asset that will keep giving off value to you for years to come, is your relationships with your family, your friends, and women. Then you are a rich, badass motherfucker. And no matter what anyone does, and no matter what happens in your life, it doesn't matter because you got your relationships. Brian Tracy, in his audio, The Psychology of Achievement, he cited a study where he said that they found that 85% of fulfillment that humans get is from social. That's where 85% of your joy and your fulfillment come from. It's from relationships, being in communication and relationship with people. And so if 85% of your fulfillment comes from relationships, then how much time should you be spending and investing in becoming the kind of man that attracts the kind of women that you want so that you can have those relationships? 85% of your time? What percentage of time are you spending socializing with women, practicing? That's going to tell you a lot about what your true priorities are, what you truly value. And I invite you in this 2017 to rearrange your value system so that you spend time on what matters and then you subjugate the rest. So, I'm someone who walks their talk. That's why I'm comfortable talking to you about all this stuff, because everything that I tell you, I've gone through. I've gone through the messing up of priorities. I've gone through wasting my time. I've gone through investing my time and my energy and my money on the wrong things that didn't fulfill me. And I've gone through reprioritizing and making the important things important and the less important things less important. So I saw a comment the other day on YouTube said, Jad, why you ghosting us, man? Where are you? Right? And I ghost you a lot. And other comments about, oh, your YouTube channel isn't growing. You got to post consistently, blah, blah, blah. Where do I go? My YouTube channel is not my priority. Making money is not my priority. My priority is my relationships with people, my relationships with my girl, my lifestyle. That is my priority. And so does my business suffer? Hell yeah, it suffers. Let it suffer. It's not important. Do I need to make money? Yeah, I'm getting by, right? I do what I need to do. I'm getting by. But I do not let those switch. My business will never take precedence over my relationships with my family, my friends, and my girl. Never. And that's why I'm fulfilled. You know, I could be making a lot more money if I switch the priorities around. But then where's the value in that? Again, we go back to the analogy. I always think about this. Would I rather be a multimillionaire in a mansion alone, or a happy motherfucker in a tent with my girl? A girl who loves me. And that's priceless, man. Do you understand what that is? You think that money, yes, money attracts women, but attracts the wrong women and attracts them for the wrong reason. Do you really want to, you know, if you're a guy who's spending time on his career and neglecting your friends, your family, your relationships, and women, because you think one day, oh, when I'm this big shot, everyone's gonna come back to me, bro, you're sorely mistaken, man. You're sorely mistaken. You can't buy love. You can't buy respect. You can't buy women genuinely loving you from the bottom of their hearts. When my girl sits next to me, when she caresses my face, when her hand just brushes over me and she just looks at me, it's priceless to me. I can die happy. I can honestly look at you right now and say, I can die happy, man. I can die happy because I experienced that. And that's what I want for you, and you can't buy that. You need to become the man who attracts that to you. You can't buy a woman's love. Sure, if you have a lot of money, women will be around you. They'll fuck you, they'll stay around you. But you won't have that intimacy, that genuine love when a woman looks into your eyes and into your soul with love, like she loves you for you. That's the ultimate. So that's what I want for you. I want you to be able to look me in the eye and say, Jad, I can die happy. I can die happy. Because really, that's what it's all about, right? Like, here's the thing, too. When you get the kind of woman that you've always wanted, when you get your dream woman, here's the thing. When you get to that point where you have attracted your dream girl, got your dream girl, or you've become the kind of man who is attracting the kind of women, the caliber, the quality of women that you really want, then nobody can take that away from you. That's yours. Once you get that, nobody can take that away from you. Now, on the other side, if you're focused on money, money can come and go. There are a lot of millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires who lost everything. Health can go. Some bad shit can happen to you, right? But the one thing no one can ever take away from you until the last moment, right before you die and your eyes close, is you got that girl. You had that experience. You experienced the pleasure of sharing the most precious moments with that beautiful angel. And you can die in peace. You can die happy. And when you become the man who can attract the kind of women that you want, man, you walk around with a swagger. You walk around with fulfillment. You walk around with peace in your heart. And anything else that happens out in the world, it's just noise, man. It's just a breeze. So, 2017, my question to you, and I'd like you to comment below, is what are you going to prioritize? Are you going to start prioritizing getting this area of your life handled once and for all? I've been in this for a long time, man. I've been in this a long time. I started this business in 2011. I started coaching guys in 2006. And before 2006, I was studying this stuff daily, obsessively, since 2001. More than 15 years of daily taking notes, daily thinking about this, daily having epiphanies, daily just figuring this out. So I've seen it all, and especially these 2 years, man, I've been coaching a lot of guys one-on-one over Skype. I've had my private membership area where we had weekly, bi-weekly video calls, and I'm seeing what the guys are going through, supporting guys for periods of years, and just the emails I get in the comments, and I recognize there are some guys who've been following me for years, and they still don't have it. They still don't have it. And I'm friends with other dating. I still don't know what to call us, dating advice guys or whatever we call ourselves. And we're comparing, and there's a large amount of you who have been following this stuff for a long time, whether you're following me, following other guys, following a handful of guys, and you're still not getting it. You're not getting your results. And a big part of that, and here I'm giving you a little window into the private conversations I'm having with some of the big names in the industry, is that the pattern with all the guys who are not getting it is you got your priorities wrong, man. Biggest mistake that I see men make that are stuck, consistently stuck, is they're not willing to pay the price, man. They're not paying the price. They're not giving up something to get something. On the other hand, the guys that are paying the price, they're paying in money through coaching and buying programs. They're paying in effort by going out and doing their 1,000 free throws a day, right? Going out and talking to women on a consistent basis. They're paying in terms of subjugating less important things for more important things, carving out a space in their lives that allows them to go out and socialize. They don't give me the bullshit of, oh yeah, well, I'm really tired and I work 12 hours a day and so I can't socialize with women, but Jad, please help me get my dream girl. No. They understand they got to give up something to get something. So they start making a little less money, but they start getting more pussy. And then once you figure out this thing with women, then you can go back and build your career. Think of this, and here's another big mistake guys make, and I'm just so fucking frustrated. 2017, man, I'm just going to give you my frustrations flat out. I don't give a fuck anymore. All right? Because I want you to wake the fuck up. How strong do you think you are if you're alone, isolated, miserable, working 10 hours a day in a fucking job you hate, trying to make some paper to put in your bank account because you think that's going to solve your problem? I know I keep taking money as an example, but it applies to most people. Maybe your priorities are something else, but whatever. How strong are you as a solo guy who's not getting laid, who's not getting loved, who's not getting supported by a woman? How strong are you? You're not that fucking strong, man. You're weak. You're weak. Everything affects you. You're miserable. You're not getting laid. You're not happy. You're paying units of your life in exchange for dollars. Right? Whereas if you rearranged your priorities and made women and getting this part of your life handled once and for fucking all, then your confidence goes up, your fulfillment goes up, your spirits go up, you get more motivated, and then you have a woman, a quality woman is a woman who supports her man. And a man, you know the saying, a man is only as good as the woman by his side, and another way to put it is, behind every great man is a great woman. That couldn't be more true. You want to be a badass, unstoppable, powerful motherfucker who gets shit done, who has power and influence, who succeeds at what he goes after, who has influence and charisma with people. Get the right woman by your side and you're unstoppable. So are you wasting your time or wasting money by putting women before your work? You tell me. But you show me two guys, one guy who's a workaholic and never, doesn't have any women in his life, or another guy who's doing okay, but you know what? He just met his dream girl and now they're building a strong relationship together. On a long enough timeline, this guy, with the support, with the woman, with the healthy relationship, he's going to kick motherfucking ass. This guy who's alone, eventually is going to burn the fuck out, and then he's going to be left depressed and worse off than he was before, and now no lifestyle, no social circle, and then he's going to be like, oh, you know what? I finally realized that relationships are more important than money, so he's going to start going out and talking to women, but then he's going to be starting from zero. He's going to have to get back in the game, and then he's going to be insecure because he's older, and his life is shit, and when he meets women, he has nothing to bring them into because his reality sucks, and so he's fucked, and he just wasted the past 3-5 years because he had his priorities wrong, so he's fucked. Either way, there are a lot of multimillionaires out there who get no pussy. Okay? They can buy pussy. They can rent pussy. Okay? Pussy will fuck them. But none of that pussy loves them for them. And that's why you have services like Millionaire Matchmaker. Millionaire Matchmaker would not exist if being a millionaire solved your women problems. So get your head straight. Get your priorities straight. Pay the price. Exchange. Give up something to get something. Pay the fucking price. I've been saying it for years. If you're not getting what you want, you're not paying the price. Bottom line. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird spent ridiculous, sickening amounts of time practicing. What price are you willing to pay in exchange for what you want? How are you going to live this new year? Are you going to arrive to 2018 a single motherfucker, a depressed motherfucker, a sad person, having your hopes and your dreams crushed because yet another year went by where you didn't get what you want with women? You can only take so many disappointments before you give up. Are you going to let another year go by? Are you going to arrive empty-handed, unwanted by women, invisible to women? Or are you going to wake the fuck up and pay the price like a fucking man and stop expecting something for nothing? Nothing worthwhile in life comes for free. Get your head out of your ass. Every man that I've interviewed, that I observed, I'm the fundamentals guy. I'm the performance guy. I watch successful people, successful seducers, and I break down what makes them successful and what are the patterns across the board. Success leaves clues. Success is a puzzle and it is predictable. All the guys who are successful with women, they're all doing the same things that are invisible to you in the background because you have not been studying this for 15 years. But I see the pattern. I've gotten to the point where, just like in the movie The Matrix with Neo, where he starts seeing the code, I see the patterns, I see the code. It's predictable, it's obvious to me now. And one of the things that all these guys are doing, all of these guys, the one quality they have in common is they're all honest to God, hardworking motherfuckers. Every single one of them. Every single man who has abundance of pussy in his life is a hard-working motherfucker. An honest, hard-working man is very important that we put the word honesty in there, because hard work can only be honest. What do I mean by that? Most of you are trying to cheat your way to get to the level that you want to get to with women. Can't cheat hard work. You can't cheat hard work. Honest hard work means that Kobe Bryant, for example, I forgot the specifics, but you can look at this up on YouTube. He would practice at ridiculous time. I think he had something like a ritual where he had to practice a certain amount of hours or shoot a certain number of shots every day. And some days, because of his schedule, he would be forced to do that, to get that practice in at 3 a.m. in the morning. But he would do it because he was dedicated. That is honest hard work. Okay? Honest hard work is showing up to the gym and shooting your 1,000 shots or 3,000 shots, I don't even know how many, and doing those honest 2 hours of sweat and getting, doing that and then going the fuck home. That's honest hard work. You can't cheat your way around that. You either did your practice or you didn't do your practice. So same thing, you're either going out and talking to women and practicing, or you're not. You're either hiring coaches to show you your blind spots and shortcut your success and help you and support you, or you're not. Again, the logic carries across the board. You want to be a pro with women, right? Take an analogy of a sports guy. Someone wants to be an NBA player or someone in the Olympics. Does he go on YouTube, gather a bunch of random information, and then expect to be a pro? No. What does he do? He goes and he seeks out a coach. He hires a coach. He hires a team of coaches to support him and to shortcut his success, because what a coach is he already has information in his head and he just transfers that information onto the student, and then the student then takes that information plus the practice, and then they become a pro. So they pay the price. They're paying their coaches. They're paying in terms of practice. They're paying in terms of prioritizing their life and making this more important and this less important. Okay? So pro basketball players, they didn't go out and get drunk and get high and be around girls all the time. They sacrificed that life in order to become a pro athlete, and then after that, right? But it's about your priorities. What's most important to you? You have to invest your time, your energy, and your money there. No question about it. Whatever you want to get good at. And so if you're trying to cheat, if you're trying to get, these guys try to get everything for free, never invest in themselves, right? Never even buy a book. You're stealing fucking ebooks. You're stealing a fucking ebook from a guy who busted his ass for 15 years or 20 years to write some specialized knowledge for you. You're not willing to give that guy $12. You're stealing that shit. Look in the mirror. Get your head out your ass and start being a man and do what a man needs to do. And a man needs to pay the fucking price. He needs to pay fair price in exchange for what he wants. You need to go out. You need to sweat. You need to show up. You need to do whatever you gotta do. The deciding moment where I decided that I'm going to get good with women and I'm going to reach a level of excellence where I can be at peace in my heart, where I can die happy, die at peace. The thing I said to myself, the decision that I made, is that I am willing to get this handled at any and all cost. That was my starting point. That's before I took my first step. I said, I will pay any and every price that life asks of me in exchange for getting this handled. I'm gonna fucking get this shit done or die trying. I'm gonna get this shit done, pay whatever price, and believe me, I've paid a high price in time, in mistakes, in effort, in changing countries, in seeking out mentors, paying those mentors, traveling around the world to meet those people, doing what I gotta do in order to get to the point where I am now in a beautiful relationship with a wonderful woman. And this isn't the first time. I've had other, recently, but now I'm very happy with her. I paid the price and now I'm getting consistent results. But believe me, that shit wasn't free. That shit didn't come to me for free. I made mistakes at every step. That's why I'm so good at breaking shit down for guys. That's why I can spend 3 to 5 minutes with a guy and I'll be like, okay, what's your problem? Okay, did you do this? Are you getting these? And I have like a 95 or higher percent guess rate of, you know what? I think this is your problem. This is your problem. This is your blind spot. I can see it. I can spot it. Why? Because I made a mistake on every fucking step. So the naturals, they're unconscious of why they're successful with women. But because I was such a fucking fuck up and a fucking failure, I know every single step. And so when guys come to me, that's what makes me a good coach, is when guys come to me and they're like, I don't know what my sticking point, I don't know what's not working. With a few questions and a few observations, I can immediately know what they're doing wrong and tweak it for them because I went through that and I made that mistake. So I paid the price. It wasn't easy and it didn't come quickly. I did my free throws. Have you done yours? Okay? So, for the new year, let's wrap this up. Reprioritize. Understand what's important. Objects are not important. Relationships and the memories you create with those relationships, that's what has value in your life. That's what, when you're an old motherfucker sitting on a rocking chair, you'll be like, yeah, oh, I remember those times with those girls, or I remember that time with that beautiful girl. That's what's gonna give you shade. There's a saying, I don't know if I made it up, but it's a good fucking saying. Nothing in the world can shelter you from the pain of regret. Nothing in the world can save you from the pain of regret. Don't reach your older years with regret, thinking, I should have done this or I should have done that. You're young enough, you still got time. There's a great saying, if you still got breath, you still got time. Right? If you still got breath, you still got time. You got your mind, you got sound mind, sound body. Go get it, man. Go fucking get it. So I invite you to reprioritize, and the big thing is you gotta create space for you gotta create space for women in your life. If you currently don't have space in your life for women, you gotta socialize 2, 3, 4 days a week with women. You gotta do that. If you want your dream girl, if you want to date that drop dead gorgeous, beautiful girl, like you walk around the city and all these beautiful women, it's like, oh, damn. And so many of you, like all these beautiful women, and I can't even get one. Just think of the things that happen on a day-to-day basis alter our lives. We go this way or this way. Think of how the direction of your life will be altered if you attract a quality woman and begin a great relationship with her. You'll be going like this and all like this, and then all of a sudden, It's going to take you a whole other direction, and that whole other direction is beautiful. It's amazing and it's fulfilling. So the update, let's just end with the update, is that this new year, I'm going to bring some new training to you. I'm going to bring some new training to you to get your performance up so that you can start getting results with women. Okay? I'm going to bring it to you raw. I'm going to expose the private conversations and frustrations that I've been having with other dating coaches saying, oh yeah, the guys, they don't get this, they don't get this, they don't get this. They're expecting results, but then they're not doing this. All right? I'm gonna break it down for you this year. I'm gonna be raw with you. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything anymore. All right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of seeing guys stuck. I'm sick of it. Don't be the motherfucker who's stuck a year from now. All right? Be that guy who did what he had to do in order to get what he wants. And in order to do that, you need to carve out space in your life and get on the fucking court and do your 1,000 shots a day. You need to pay the price. You need to give up something to get something. That's it. So, in closing, Happy New Year. Sit with a pen and a paper. Sit in stillness for an hour with a pen and a paper. Think on paper. It's a powerful exercise. Prioritize yourself. Prioritize your life. Discover what's really important. And make a conscious decision. Make a promise to yourself of how you're going to arrive in 2017. And how you're going to live that year and how you're going to arrive in 2018. Looking back thinking, wow, I just met my dream girl. And going back to me disappearing. Yeah, I disappeared because I just started a beautiful relationship with a beautiful woman. And I spent a lot of time on that relationship because that's more important to me than anything. Well, that and my family and my friends. But that's more important to me than my business. And so yeah, I disappeared for a while. Because I know my priorities. And I will pay any price to keep those priorities straight. To keep my heart full of fulfillment. So, thanks for following me. Thanks for your patience. For me disappearing all the time. But, you know, I'm dedicated to being the real motherfucking deal. And part of being the real deal is not being some internet marketing computer geek who's sitting behind his fucking computer trying to figure out how to get more views for his fucking YouTube channel or his website or his products. Okay, that's not my mission. My mission is to help you get unstuck. I'm coaching the guys who want to be coached, the guys who are paying the price, paying me for coaching. That's what I'm investing my time on. The men who bring value to my life, I give them back 10 times value. And if I disappear, it's for a good reason. It's because I'm maintaining my integrity as a dating and relationship advice guy. You know, again, I don't know why I don't like that term, but I'm being the real deal to maintain my integrity because I know that you're following me and I need to stay real in order to help you get to where you want to be. To be a model that you can model so that you can get abundance and success and get quality women in your life. That is my mission. And whatever price I need to pay, if that means I'm making less money, getting less views, well then that's what it is. That's what a man's got to do. Know your purpose, know your vision, know what's important, and make it happen. Happy 2017. I'll see you around, and I'm sending you much love. Peace.